One of my all-time favorite plot lines or storylines, or it's really a subplot of Elon Musk taking over Twitter, has been just how hilarious the cope has been and how ineffective it's been because we actually see the data. I remember when, for example, Donald Trump was banned from Twitter, and we saw just how many millions of people migrated the very next day to Parler. It was massive. I had a larger follower count on Parler the day after that than I even currently have on Twitter. It was huge. Okay, the left keeps perpetuating this idea that everyone's left for Mastodon. I'm leaving for this other echo chamber. What's the other one? It's literally called Tribal, which is hilarious. What if I told you all those journos, all these journos that ran to other places were immediately called the N-word and all sorts of other terrible things and have been melting down about how unsafe they feel on other platforms? What if I told you that's how this all turned out? I'm going to get into this hilarious story after a quick word from this video sponsor, Sheath. Huge shout out to this video sponsor. That's right, Sheath. These boxers are designed to keep your balls off your legs. Sheath has 3 individual compartments to keep everything down there separate and cool and comfortable. And hey, since they've been a long-time sponsor, I've heard from many of you who have tried out Sheath and really love it. They were invented by a U.S. Army soldier who came up with the idea for Sheath during his second tour in Iraq, where it was hot as heck and his boys needed to breathe. And on top of all sorts of awesome designs for Sheath, they've added all sorts of winter items, hoodies, gator necks, and all sorts of base layers. Head on over to the link in the description and pin comment down below. Use my promo code to save and support the channel and keep everything nice, cool, and dry. I know it's weird to think about changing, especially for guys out there, changing your undergarments, but I can highly recommend giving it a try. I think that you're really going to like it, and they've been a strong channel supporter. You've got almost nothing to lose, so give them a try. Now, over the past couple of days, we've seen Whoopi Goldberg, among others, make dramatic exits from Twitter. What we now know, if you watch my channel, if you watched all my videos today, is that Twitter usage right now is at an all-time high. It's experienced record growth over the past month or two. And the American market, which is where they sell most of their ads, is absolutely massively active right now. We know that other sites do exist, Tribal, Mastodon, other things like that. And I think it's a good thing. Even if leftists are running there, I still think, again, more competition is better. But it's completely backfired for them. So you see this story, Whoopi Goldberg and Gigi Hadid, okay, who? Delete their Twitter accounts after Elon Musk's Twitter takeover. But a string of woke celebs, including Shonda Rhimes and Toni Braxton, have kept theirs open despite vowing to leave. Oh, wow, really? We also reported earlier today that literally nobody left. Goldberg, 66, closed her account following a monologue on The View in which she said social media platform was a mess. I think it's hilarious to me that anybody believes that this existing mess on Twitter, and it can be a mess, in particular the bot issue, is anything new. People have been insufferable on this platform since its inception. Elon Musk taking over has not changed anything. It's like the NAACP suddenly caring about the safety of advertisers and calling for people to cancel advertising on Twitter. But they didn't have any problem with the existence of CP on the platform for the past how many years? It's all so hollow. Her departure came hours after supermodel Gigi Hadid deactivated her profile and moaned Twitter had become more of a cesspool of hate and bigotry. It hasn't. They joined a string of other high-profile left-leaning figures who said they've all quit after Musk completed his chaotic buyout of Twitter last month and declared himself Chief Twit. But several who've announced their departure still have live accounts on the site, including Grammy-winning singer-songwriter Sarah Bareilles, not going to work here anymore, and Grey's Anatomy creator Shonda Rhimes. Who cares? These people aren't relevant. The only people that follow these people are like bots. That's why if you went to one of these people's accounts, if you went to Whoopi Goldberg's account, and you go to Mark Ruffalo's account, who's got like almost 10 million followers, the guy can't even get 1,000 likes regularly. You know, even I get 1,000 likes if I do, if I do a funny. Many conservative commentators have welcomed Musk's takeover after Tesla chief said he maintained free speech on the platform, following claims right-wing voices were previously silenced or shut down. Now, we have a list of people who are leaving, right? Announcing the decision, Goldberg said on The View, I'm going to get out, and if it settles down and I feel more comfortable, maybe I'll come back, but if tonight I'm done with Twitter. I don't know how many people followed her on Twitter. I don't think anyone really cares what she has to say. I think it's funny that anyone thinks she can relate with anybody normal. She can't. She's just an elitist. She also said some speech is not okay free speech. An apparent reference to Musk's commitment to protect conservative voices on the platform. He's not protecting conservative voices. He's just applying the rules evenly. Well, there's been a lot of... I want to give a shout out to Wyatt here at Mart. I can't play the video because it's got copywritten music, but I did pull a few threads from it. Liberals fleeing Twitter for Mastodon and getting BF'd by internet's hardest R words, and it's so true. It's hilarious. Let's see how things are going for, let's say, Taylor Lorenz. For all the talk of Mastodon being better about harassment, it doesn't seem like any features people who deal with tons of harassment have been asking Twitter for. Mass blocking, ability to block and limit anyone who likes a specific post or follows a specific person, ability to see only notifications from mutuals. Can you even limit your replies to mutuals only on here? Doesn't seem like you can. Hashtag tech, hashtag Twitter, hashtag Twitter me, hashtag Twitter refugee, hashtag media, hashtag news, hashtag journalists. Yeah, because all these new variants, like all the new variations of social media out there, they want free speech. They don't want to be censored. That's why this is on the Fediverse, right? You can look now, Mastodon users, as of 53 minutes ago, there's 6.2 million accounts allegedly on Mastodon. That's really impressive. And again, like people are so dumb if they think that I wouldn't support Mastodon. Like, no, I support any and all alt tech, almost, within reason, like exclusively. Leftists are heading to Mastodon because they think it's a leftist, because it's known as a leftist safe space, but it isn't, because there are many instances of Mastodon. So none of them did any research, right? Let's look at some of these posts. Here's Taylor Lorenz's first post. Hi, I'm a technology columnist at the Washington Post. I was previously a tech reporter at the New York Times and the Atlantic. I love communication technology and online culture news. I share lots of links and hot takes on internet tech stuff. Emoji, hashtag technology, hashtag media, hashtag journalism, hashtag journalist, hashtag New York Times, hashtag Washington Post, hashtag New York Times, hashtag Twitter refugee, hashtag Twitter migration, hashtag Twitter is dead, hashtag Twitter. Please, somebody see my tweet, see my post, somebody. Let's see some of the early replies. Let's go back to some of the early replies. F you. I doubt you're real, but F you anyway. Go back. Hey, Taylor, reaching about the filthy rich upbringing you pretend you didn't have really makes me want to build a guillotine for some reason. There's like... Now, there are a few people, obviously, who are in there. But if you look at some of these videos of the video, here's Taylor's first post. If I can actually expand it here, maybe you could see it. You see a lot of just people responding with all sorts of like bad guy from WW2 memes, anti-Semitic memes. Her entire replies is full of, here's Kirby saying KYS, you got a noose. I mean, like, you got hundreds of posts of like just crazy stuff getting posted to her. Here's Jane Manchun Wong, another reporter. If there's a malicious Mastodon instance that spawns lots of accounts and flood/troll the posts on other instances, what can be done? Genuinely curious about Mastodon from a trust and safety perspective. Like, everybody, all these journalists that are over here, what are they doing? They're getting here. They're like immediately demanding more censorship. That's all they're doing. They get to a new platform and they're like, why are people allowed to tell me that they hate me? Why are people mean to me? These people will never leave Twitter because Mastodon isn't better than Twitter. It is an alternative, especially if you're a Fediverse person, you want to get into, blockchain stuff. It's got 5 million users, and by the end of, I would say more than half of these new users will be gone in a month. I hope people stay. But the thing about Mastodon is that, here she's on a server with 152,000 active users. There's not exactly a safe space on Mastodon. You could spend all day whining about it, and they're gonna just come back to Twitter, like always. It's slow. I don't know if the app's slow. I find it to be kind of slow at times. But again, I support alt tech. I just think it's funny that they're probably getting completely destroyed and demanding more censorship. Oh no, by the way, nobody left Twitter. Twitter's, as most here you see. Let's see. A retweet. Mastodon now has 1 million users, the same as Twitter in 2008. I don't get these differences. So this says there's only 1 million, but this other one says 6 million. Oh, that's accounts. So maybe there's a difference between accounts and users. I mean, obviously it's going up, but it's not going to stay. It's Fedified.com is on a list of Twitter verified accounts, and they've moved to Mastodon. This is a hand-curated list. They're really trying. They're really, really trying to make this a thing. And really, Taylor's not very active on here because she's not going to get the kind of interactions that she's used to. 17,000 followers is pretty good, to be honest, on Mastodon. But yeah, good luck. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like on it. And if you haven't yet, please do subscribe in the comment section down below, and we'll talk to you again real soon.